Sheikh Hasina, till recently the world's longest-serving female head of state, has stepped down. The man who compelled her to resign and reportedly flee the country is Bangladesh's Chief of Army Staff. So who is General Waker-uz-zaman, the army chief who made Sheikh Hasina quit? News 9 Plus decodes. General Waker-uz-zaman has announced that the army will form an interim government and that state-backed political killings, as alleged by Hasina's critics, will be investigated. He is a four-star general known for his strategic acumen. He had succeeded General S.M. Shafiuddin Ahmad as Bangladesh's 18th Chief of Army Staff just a few weeks ago in June 2024. His father-in-law, General Mustafizur Rahman, also served as the Chief of Army Staff of the Bangladesh Army from December 24, 1997 to December 23, 2000. General Waker has served as the military secretary at Army headquarters, and before his appointment as the Chief of General Staff of the Bangladesh Army, was the principal staff officer of the Prime Minister. A highly decorated officer, he was part of the Prime Minister's inner circle. What is his professional background? He has been awarded the coveted Extraordinary Service Medal and the Army Medal of Glory for his contributions to the modernization of the Army. An alumnus of the Bangladesh Military Academy, the general was commissioned in the Corps of Infantry on 20th December 1985. Over his 35-year illustrious career, he has held several key positions. These include commanding an infantry battalion, the only independent infantry brigade of the Bangladesh Army, and an infantry division. His key staff appointments include staff officer at an infantry brigade, School of Infantry and Tactics, and Army headquarters. He was a distinguished instructor at the School of Infantry and Tactics, Non-Commissioned Officers Academy, and the Bangladesh Institute of Peace Support Operations Training. As the head of the Armed Forces Division, he was directly involved with the UN peacekeeping affairs of Bangladesh Armed Forces. He was also nominated as a gender champion and gender advocate of Bangladesh for UN peacekeeping affairs and has participated in operations in Angola and Liberia. What has General Waker said about government formation? General Waker met the representatives of the Bangladesh National Party, the Jatiya Party, and the Jamaat-e-Islami. Addressing the media, he announced that the army will form an interim government. During his first address since Hasina's resignation, he appealed to the protesters to stop the violence and to restore calm. He said that violence won't solve anything. He said every political murder and death will be investigated. The general said that the nation's trade and economy had suffered in the wake of the violence. He requested people to help restore normalcy and build a better future for Bangladesh. He said an interim government will be formed in consultation with student leaders. Why were protesters out on the streets in Bangladesh? 76-year-old Hasina had won a fifth term as Prime Minister in January, with the opposition boycotting a vote they said was neither free nor fair. Bangladesh recently witnessed violent clashes between the police and mostly student protesters demanding an end to a controversial quota system that reserved 30% of government jobs for relatives of veterans who fought in Bangladesh's War of Independence in 1971.